the sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Washington football team. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Green. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 29, Haskins, and caught, right side, Green. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Number 8.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Washington.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
7, Washington, nothing. Zane Gonzalez to kick.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
On first down, it's Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
Zane Gonzalez lining up for the...
And his defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. On the right side, caught by Green. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
And 12 at the 38.
And his throw here is incomplete. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. 2 and now on 1st down. This one caught by Isabella. 20, and now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
It is good.
Now, 1st quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over it.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
36
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Geis. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Isaiah Simmons on the tackle. A gain of 5.
21-0 our score after 1.
41-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go play action now. Haskins is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
Arizona.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. From the gun, it's Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout. Their 2nd. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tua to throw again. Able to find Isabella. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 40 worth the mark. 40 worth the mark.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Tua setting up shop to throw again.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And again, it's Tagovailoa to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
4th down and goal at the 3-yard line.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They go with Jacobs. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Josh Jacobs, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 3rd down, here's Haskins. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
4th down.
Haskins not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for this. Here we go on 4th down. Haskins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught at the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 75 yards. And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
And Hopkins on for the extra point.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
This will make it into the end zone. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Cardinal first down.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
A gain of
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It's second down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Incomplete.
Tunga Bailoa's pass. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's third down.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Haskins on first down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on third down, Haskins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's got to make some real...
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Taken in the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
It's 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's good.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
1st and goal.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd.
They'll keep it on the ground. Green. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Green. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on. And now here is another interception.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Gonzalez lining up for the extra point.
Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
Washington will take over 1st and 10. At their
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll keep it on the ground. Green. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Big yardage that time for Washington. 43 yards.
And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the gun, Haskins. He gets it in the hands of Geis. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
16-yard line.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
This taken in about 4 yards deep.
And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Seven yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brought down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On play action, here's Tua. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Montez Sweat. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
It's 3rd down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And the Cardinals.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Complete to Andy
Isabella. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
43 is the mic.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. On 2nd and a long way to go. Haskins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 22. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Cardinals 49. Washington 14.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
43. It's coming this way. Here we go.
Back to the air. Haskins after the pick 6. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag. And
we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Green. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 10-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 49 yards on the ground.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington able to strike for 6.
Dustin Hopkins on for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 43-yard line.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. He sets to fire deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They're on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Green. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Tackle made.
Washington on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, it's Green, and he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he'll find Hall. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
On first down, Green. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
At their 49-yard line.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
46-yard line.
On second down, it's Green. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Deontay Thompson.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Play action. Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this, when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Tua on 4th down. Trying to lay one up deep. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Oh, wait a minute, they declined it.
Makes no sense, right? They just gave up a big yardage play, right?
And now it's going to stand.
The only thing I can think, Someone is mad at their own defense, and they're trying to teach them a really, really crazy lesson.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Green. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line. Tonight's final score, Cardinals 56.